Man, this AC, I hope it warm up here in a minute. Yeah, bye bye. Man, these YouTube streets are something else, I tell you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And welcome to SkitLanta's Commentary live. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I definitely wanted to make sure I did a live after my last video because I kind of want to talk about that. With my viewers that want to discuss openly what they want to say on the actual live. So thank you. If you're coming into the live, go ahead and hit that like button. I don't know. I hope everybody should know this about me now. I do not like liars. I do not like. I will not lie to you. And before I will try to expose anybody, including your girl Dodash and including Dante London, I will look for every twist and turn to discredit what I'm saying about this individual before I believe that they're just doing this or doing that. That's why I go so hard when I do my exposures on people because I'm the type of person that I look for the good in everybody. And that's the downside that I have within myself because everybody ain't good. And we all just have to face that everybody is not good. And I know that. But I always be trying to either speak to whatever good is left in a person whenever I'm dealing with someone. Hey Omar, how you doing? I'm always trying to look for ways or what's good in a person. That's one of my biggest downfalls that I have in life in general, and that leaves you open to be taken advantage of by a lot of different people, unfortunately. But one thing, one thing about me, once I'm on you and I'm on to what you're doing, and I see the stuff that you're doing, and I give you the crazy thing is I give everybody hints that I am on to what they're doing, and they still proceed to continue to lie. So if you want to continue your lie, I'm going to expose you for the liar that you are. So um this means stop it. So basically, for those that might not know, I released a video out today. It was called The Many Faces of DoorDash. And on this video, I exposed a couple of people on the video for their various things that they were doing. And one in particular I exposed was Kimmy. Keep it Kimmy. Now, I wanted to make sure I said this on a live so people can really hear how I felt about this particular person. I think Kimmy, keep it real, the person, I like the personality. Whoever that person is, I absolutely like her. Far as how she goes and she goes in on whatever she's doing, but it was the way I met her that made me look at her from day one, okay, as a person that probably wasn't being honest and upfront with me. And that is because when I met her on a video that I uploaded, which I explained in the video, and she commented on it. And she was saying, of course, she was talking DoorDash. We all was on that video. And when I was looking at her, because I had never seen her before, I looked just like I do everybody that do not know. I go on everybody's profile and I search their profile. Like the thing about me is when I make a connection with you, I get to learn who you are. That's why the connection can be so strong, whether it's online or whether it is in person. I truly get to understand who that person is, and especially now since I know a lot of lies go through this platform to the point that it's just absolutely ridiculous. But so I mean, it's not like I'm just picking on her. I literally do everybody like this. Everybody that I interact with on my videos, everybody that I interact with on my lives, I try to get to know who they are. Now, on the lives, I can get to know who you are based off the lives. But if I'm just talking to you on the video, I can only get to know based off of what you are allowing me to know about you and what I can find on you online. Okay. And once again, I don't know how many times I have to say this. Like I said this on my videos, I have the ability, if I get a little bit of your information, I can find out exactly who you are. Okay. So let's just keep it real. Like I be trying to tell people, keep it real with me. Okay. So keeping it Kimmy, Kimmy keeping it whatever she is, whatever. When I first met her from day one, she had a picture of DoorDash on her profile picture, and I questioned her about that. I said, "Hey, that's funny. You got a picture of DoorDash. Why? Okay? The moment I asked that girl why, or guy, if it is somebody else, because somebody said, well, how do you know it's her? I can only go off of her behavior and what she's doing. I can only go off of what I'm seeing that she's doing. So it just basically how anybody comes with an answer to evidence that's being presented to them, you go with the facts, right? So from the facts that I see and I have presented, even in my video and even in the conversation with Kimmy, um, and not one time did she deny what I was saying. In fact, she agreed to everything that I said. Okay. So that means that not only is, the facts and things of who you are, you just right here openly admitted you a liar. Okay. So at the end of the day, she's still a liar in my book. Okay. So anyway, the conversation started between me and her. I confronted her about the picture on her profile picture. And as soon as I confronted her, she quickly changed it, and she made a joke. I even made a screenshot of the conversation, and it's on my video, so I'm not deleting anything. So it's still up there for all people to go see the conversation between me and her. Right? So after that, either that same day, oh, I'm doing good, just out here exposing everybody for the liars that they are, and it is what it is. Like I had to forewarn everybody in the lies and on the videos from my mouth to your ears. If you deal with me, I deal in truth. So don't come with me with a whole bunch of lies. And then I find that you're lying to me, I'm going to expose you. That's who I am, especially if it's hurting the community and building trust within people that yeah, you ain't necessarily who you say you are. Okay. So Rochelle, what ended up happening was Kimmy. I don't know if you watched the video or not. My last video, I really do advise y'all to go see this because it's going to blow your mind about somebody that has came on my live, who has came on my videos and several of y'all videos and stuff, and have exposed DoorDash she is. But she ain't being honest with y'all because from the facts I've gathered up, I really do believe she is DoorDash. She's either DoorDash or she is either DoorDash quote unquote sister. But if somebody close to her is watching everybody's interaction, so that way she could stay a step ahead of everybody else. And that's how she's able to get away with a lot of stuff she's doing. I don't think this is her only account that she's doing it on, but this is the one that I caught her on. Okay? So the whole time, Kimmy's sitting up there lying, literally lying about everything. Of course, nobody wants to believe this because she's a likable person. Heck, I'm gonna tell y'all myself, I like her. I like the persona of Kimmy. And even before I made this video, I waited months to expose her because I actually caught her on January 20. I want to say it was January 27th or January 28th up in her live, but I continued to play along with this for months trying to discredit myself before I actually made the video. But it ain't coming back as anything other than what it is. You're a liar, ma'am, and you're acting like somebody that you're not. All right. So it is what it is. If you're gonna put stuff out there and you're gonna pretend, but you're gonna pretend and you're gonna lie and people are gonna find out about your lies, you're going to get exposed on an exposure channel. That's what I do. I'm a commentary channel. I do exposures, and unfortunately, right now I'm stuck on DoorDash with her crap that she's doing with everybody. And but anywho, so if you're gonna watch the video, it'll kind of explain. Right, it's nothing with her. But see, a lot of people are so caught up with this persona that she's acting as that they don't want to believe what I'm saying. But here's the thing: when have you ever known me to lie? When have I ever not given you facts? I don't even deal in anything but facts. Like that's just crazy. Hola, how you doing, Trey? When have I ever gave you anything other than facts? I don't deal in it. I don't deal in lies. I don't deal in misleading people. I literally give you information that I learned. Now, I know with doing that, a lot of people will try to come at you to discredit you. I know there's a lot of people out there that do it. They've been doing it since I've been giving out YouTube tips and all information that I've been finding out about the system and how I myself have helped my channel to grow. So I know it's going to happen. It comes with the territory, right? But when You got people who sitting up there respectfully. That darn syndicated TV. Now he really hit a nerve with me because there's a lot of stuff I could say about him too that I choose to shut my mouth on because I'm not trying to ruin his reputation on what he's trying to do. And I've noticed some stuff about you as well, sir. But I'm trying to be respectful, not to say some things. Okay, not because I like you. I like the exposure that you're doing. I like the stuff that you're doing, but you have undermining tactics that you do. Let's just be really upfront and honest about what you're doing. Okay. So he made a, soon as I made the post, now I don't know how in the heck he watched this video that fast. Now he said he watched it on 2 times, but even if you watched it on 2 times, it should have took you a little bit more time to respond to what I had done said. So the only thing it leads me to believe was, did you really watch the video, sir? Okay. Or did you just go on inside the video to try to find something to try to make it into your own video, like you always do with everything that I do and other exposure channels do as well? Because he got so much attraction on his videos from his other channels. Ain't who you? Oh, I'm speaking about a couple of people at this point that would they fake behind selves, but I'm talking about a video that I posted where I exposed Kimmy. Kimmy, keep it real. She ain't who she pretends to be. And me and her done had an interaction on the video, and she still has not proven me wrong. She's not who she says she is. Because everything I have literally pointed out, she confirmed it actually happened. Okay, so where's the lie from me? But we got a lot of lies from you. But because people like you, hell, I like you myself. I like the persona that you're pretending to be. Whoever this is, I like this person. Okay. But regardless if I like them or not, there's inconsistencies with what you're doing, what you're saying, and how you're acting and how you're moving. And every single time Kimmy posts something on other people's videos, including my own, that she personally points out, somehow mysteriously that video goes unlisted on DoDash's video. But that took me some time to catch her up on it. I didn't instantly recognize that was what she was doing. It literally took me about a month and a half before I figured out that's what she was doing. But I continue to play along the game with her and talk with her. I mean, she was gonna give me the information or she's gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. But Kimmy lied from day one. That's where I had left off. She lied from day one with me when I met her. When I did that video, you said I can't get over the fact that she is looking for more subscribers now. She focused too much on the money. She's up to some. Oh, she's definitely up to something. What she's trying to do at this point, y'all, is she's trying to merge that channel, Dodash Word. That's what it's called, Dodash Word. And at one point, I think she changed the name to Latoya L. Jones, and she's trying to merge those subscribers with Dodash because she's trying to hit that 100,000 subscriber mark. So if she can pull some of those people, because a lot of people on her Dodash Word don't know about her Dodash account. They don't, because it's almost like it's two separate people. Right. Now she's coming. She's apartment hunting where the money comes from. Where's the money? Oh, the money coming from y'all. The money coming from the, not from you. I know you ain't gonna give her nothing. But the money coming from the people that she's conning for this freaking shout out. And she's getting slicker and slicker by the minute by the way she's doing stuff. Like she did a video where she said, "Who want a free shout out?" I didn't even bother to make a thing on there because anybody with some common sense can see what we're doing on that point. Some things you don't really have to talk about. You literally just let her put a foot in her mouth in order to expose herself. But she was talking about who want a free shout out. Well, the shout out wasn't free. Somebody had paid for the shout out for 3 people to get a shout out for her video. The whole time she's sitting up there, every time somebody questioning, because once again, a lot of people don't realize shout outs come with a price. They don't, because they're not looking at her past videos. They're not looking at her videos all the way through. So right, they're blind. Well, no, this is the point I proved with everybody today that wanted to defend Kimmy. Now you wonder why DoorDash followers are having a hard time believing us as the ones who exposing her. Because just like with Kimmy, who is AKA DoorDash, you're having a hard time believing that she is DoorDash. Why? Because she helping you expose. Well, here's the thing. Everybody keeps saying, well, why would she take money out of her pocket? That's just chump change. Come on, y'all. Y'all act like y'all got sense, but let's use some common sense real quick. It's just literally collateral damage. I will lose some money, but I'm not going to lose the bigger money. In anybody in business with any kind of business sense, no, they don't want no bad reputation on their business name if they can help it, but they also know that any type of exposure or any type of talking, whether good or bad, is going to bring attraction to their business. Though Dash ain't no fool, she's not stupid by a long shot. She's very manipulative, very cunning, and she how to get away with what she wants. So of course she's going to say to the people, she with this persona that she's acting like somebody else, she's going to talk about herself. Why? Because that's going to get her closer to the people that is exposing her, for one, so that can keep her kind of in tune with what they're thinking. Like I've always said, the comment section is your best friend because it will give you ideas and it will allow you to get to know people in the comment section. So it's not like she's taking money out of her pocket. What she's doing is she's helping y'all while she is staying ahead of y'all because she knows what y'all trying to do. She knows the next step. And in fact, she's even leading you the stuff. But when she leads you to it, she deletes it so you have no proof of it. But see, here's the thing with me versus her. Right. Hold on, Jay. Let me see what he said. Did she get weight loss surgery in fact, or did she fast weight as she make it seem and then got surgery skin removed? No, she did a couple of things. A couple of things actually happened with the weight loss. And for anybody that ever had weight loss surgery, you understand, you know what actually happened when you go through the procedures. Even with the weight loss surgery, they make you lose a little bit of weight in order to be qualified for the surgery because you got to show that you're going to put some type of dedication into what you're doing. So she did lose about 50 pounds on her own. So those exercise videos that y'all went on Instagram, she did that. She did that on her own. She had to do that. That girl was huge. She was darn near 300, almost 400 pounds. I mean, so she had to do it in order to qualify for the surgery. But she had the surgery because of the money she had conned out of people on TikTok and Instagram. Right? She used that for the surgery. Then after the surgery, she had all this loose skin. So she had to come back to the people to get more money to tighten up the skin. Well, in the midst of doing that, she got found out as a scammer on Instagram and TikTok. And so she was forced to get pushed off of that. She came onto this platform. And so it all started all over again. But of course, she couldn't just go straight in because this ain't like TikTok and Instagram. This is everybody thinks YouTube is a social media site. YouTube is not a social media site. You can meet people on this site. This is a business for marketing and sales. People come here to advertise their business. So there got to be something that you're interacting with people. Now, do all people do that? No, because you got viewers and stuff like that. You just got people who ain't gonna want to do it. So it took her time to reach that. But because she is very manipulative, she knows how all these systems, once she studied this system, and I'm probably sure she probably studied it before getting, because I myself, before I jumped on the system, I studied it before I jumped on the system. One, I'm not going to get into nothing that I don't understand. And it doesn't make any sense to me. So that's why I tell people, like, if you look on my thing, I was actually on YouTube ever since 2018, but you will not find one single video from me ever until 2020. That's when I made the decision to become a content creator. From 2020, I wasn't serious about it. I was dibbling down here and there. I don't delete no videos; they all on there. Okay. Well, I actually deleted one video, and that's how I learned that. Because I made a mistake and then I deleted it. But I had views on that video. But when I deleted that video, I lost all the views, I lost the watch time, I lost all that. And I was like, oh, I ain't never doing that no more. I'll just unlist. Okay. But other than that one video, I have never deleted another video off of my platform. Like anything I record is up on there. It's either unlisted or it's public view. Right. So for me, I didn't actually get started with this YouTube thing until last year. And from October of last year until now, I actually got monetized in December. I became fully monetized in January, and I've been trying to help people grow with me the whole time because I had fast growth. I knew DoorDash from June of last year before she had blew up because I was one of her the people that would watch her, and I was like, "Oh, she's crazy," she's up in there. So I was able to experience the whole growth and stuff with her as she was doing it. And if she ain't deleted the videos, you can see a lot of my comments on there because I was a supporter of hers. And when anybody came against her or said something negative to her, I would try to help her out because I was like, oh my God, she got self-esteem, and not knowing all this other stuff that this woman was doing and how much of a scammer she was until I realized she had done even used my goddamn story in her stuff. And I'm like, girl, I was trying to help you. Oh, but you're gonna take what I said and make it into your own. Okay, I ain't got time for this. And then other stuff started coming out about her. Right, about September. Around September is when she started blowing up real big. But I had actually came up on her channel because at the time I told y'all the story on today's video how my car, I had got into it and I had lost my car and all that other stuff, and I had got into doing Instacart and stuff like that. Well, when I was trying to do DoorDash, I could never make no money with it, and I'm like, what the heck? I mean, I keep seeing all these videos online with people making money, so I was watching people. That's how I came up with DoorDash, because she was doing DoorDash, and I was trying to learn how she make money because she was saying she was making $200-300, and me being in the transportation industry, I was telling people, oh well, she might be making. I mean, if she got a good area, I don't know how she's making it because in my area I can't make crap. I don't know how. And I've been in transportation now for over 16 years. Okay, and I have my own transportation company. Hey Nikki, how you doing? So I'm trying to figure out how the heck they're doing this. So that's what attracted me to her back in June and July. But she didn't actually blew up until around September. I think it was at really around the end of August, beginning of September is when she really blew up. And then she stayed okay, but she let that greed kick in, and then she started doing some crazy stuff. But it wasn't around. I was still hanging tough with the girl up until around October because that's when I really got sat down and I was able to really start looking at everything that she was saying and stuff people was saying about her, because at that time my brother had suffered a major burn. He had got burnt all over his body, which made me have to go to Alabama to kind of take care of him when he was going through that. But so during that time, I was down. I wasn't working because I had pushed that to the side to go help my family member. So now I'm paying more attention to what's everybody saying, and I'm like just as shocked as everybody else was. I knew she would take stuff and make it into her own, but I wasn't thinking nothing like this. That was Ringo TV during that time. Talking about her, Mr. Skinny, Carter reaction. They were the ones. And the way it kind of came off was just a whole bunch of guys was being hard on this woman. And so I would even, and those people I watched. Now, and I used to even say, man, why y'all coming off so hard to her? It could be just y'all delivery. If y'all talk to her, maybe, she can hear you a little bit better versus the way y'all coming at it, because anybody that knows these three channels, they really go in when it comes to exposing people on certain things. And so but they were the ones on top of what I had experienced with her myself that really got me to kind of open my eyes to see who she really was. And so I started doing my own research from there. When I first did my first exposure on DoorDash was back in October. I only was doing it to talk to DoorDash. I wasn't really doing it as an exposure, but they kind of got caught up in the exposure. And because that's when everybody was exposing her for all the stuff she had did. I made a post, and like I said, all this stuff is digital. It's dark. Y'all can go see it for yourself. I ain't got no reason to lie about absolutely nothing. Every story I've ever told on here, all dark. You can go look at it if you want to. So during that time, all of the exposure stuff was coming out, and I was still like sort of kind of. I knew she was kind of off, and she was ripping people off, but I was like, God, she got to have some type of morals. Clearly, nobody's not gonna, once you find out, you're gonna say, okay, Paul, let me stop doing this, But this was before I had learned about TikTok and Instagram in full, before I did my own research. But man, when I went researching girl and I found out all this stuff about her, I was like, oh my God, she is a hardcore scammer. Like this girl, she's scamming everybody. I was like, well, no wonder they sitting up there going in on it because that's what she's doing. But I kept saying, why won't people just talk to her directly? Why not talk to her versus like she's doing wrong, but just talk to her. Maybe somewhere deep down inside there, it got to be at least a piece of a decent bone in her body. Oh, but no, there was no good bones up in that body. She is a straight scammer to the core. You know what I mean? It's just stopping by showing some love and support. Let's go, Auntie. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. Clown. This Trey. Okay, I was trying to say which one of y'all was talking to me. Okay, Trey, thank you for your support. But, okay, okay, Trey, you on my live right now. Hopefully you still here. Do you remember when Kimmy was on the live and you asked Kimmy to come on when you first had got that the phone up and you asked her to come and talk and she said no, she declined or whatever, she didn't want to get on? I like her attitude in the beginning, but then I saw her changing once she got the idea of started charging for shout outs. Right, right. But even at that, hold on, even at that, with her changing her mind, saying that she wasn't gonna charge. Okay, all right, Fred, hold on, Fred. Trey, even at her saying that she wasn't going to charge, I was even like, okay, not for the shout outs because I thought the shout outs were stupid. But even if it came to the point where if this is a business, if she wants to all of a sudden charge for her time, I didn't even see no problem with her doing that. But whatever you do, make sure of value. Don't just be putting no crap in there and taking people money and ain't giving them nothing. And the reason she wasn't giving people nothing because she didn't know nothing to give them. She literally didn't know absolutely nothing. All she knew was she copied the title, it took off, right? And then she was well known. She had her core people that was there with her. Like I think at the time when I joined on with her, she had like 5,000 people. She had 5,000 people that was faithfully watching her at that point. But she wasn't. It still didn't give her a lot of exposures, and she wasn't getting a lot of views on her video, even with 5,000 views. I mean, maybe that should have been our first clue. Is maybe something went right, but right. So I was still sitting there defending her. I'm like, well, y'all, if she want to change her mind about, want to get paid for her time, because how many people that don't want to be compensated for her time? So that's her right. But stuck my foot in my mouth again because there was nothing that she was giving these people that was either half of the she was giving was wrong. And there was nothing up in there. Literally, I mean, I made a joke on one of my things. I said she would have been better off just saying, if you're looking for advice about YouTube, go search it up on YouTube. There was nothing in there was nothing in the courses, and then just tell people to send her money because she gave the people absolutely nothing. So it was so much. But that was around October or whatever. So fast forward before I stopped because it seemed like she just kept doing stuff and just wasn't listening to anything anybody said. And I was not a reaction channel then. I wasn't doing this. I was doing YouTube tips. I was doing my country Wayne videos. I was talking about my own life and my own situation. I was talking about the algorithm back in the day, how it was in 2024, not how it is now. So that wasn't something that I was focused on. I was just giving out what I had found about her, and I was also offering her a way out. Like, man, you can stop doing this, stop scamming people. You don't have to do this. You can. That chick wasn't listening to nothing I was saying, and she ain't listening to nothing we saying because at this point she had fell in love with the money she was getting, and she didn't care who she got it from or what she had to do. So it was that we had. I sort of slipped into the exposure when it came to the curl smiler, and then I had got into the doing a video because there was a guy who I don't deal with him no more after he tried to make me look bad when I was talking to him on one of his videos because I was explaining to him that the system was ready to change. Now, mind you, this was somebody that I followed faithfully, and I liked a lot of stuff that he was doing. I used to go on live, I used to promote his channel and stuff like that. And I still think he has good information. I just think he's one of those big content creators that feel like they can't take no type of information from smaller content creators such as myself because I haven't been around that long. But regardless if I've been around that long, I'm studying, man. I'm literally doing it for myself. The only thing I'm trying to tell you is I came up on some information that the system was about to be changed. Boy, he cut me up on his video. His people like, well, let's revisit this in 6 months and see if what you're saying is true. We ain't have to wait 6 months because within a couple of months everything had done changed. Okay, so but his viewers were coming at me. I was literally like I had to prove myself to the viewers because I mean they were cutting me down. They was like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know this. You don't know that. And I'm like, what the heck you mean? I don't know what I'm talking about. So fast forward on that. That's what happened with him. So I kind of just fell back and was just doing my own thing. But then I kind of got convicted around earlier part of this year where at when it started getting picked up with more scams that she was doing, I was like, man, I should have probably stayed on it or either figured it out. Or wait, but now I know with me doing my reviews on Country Wayne and stuff like that. Now I know how to handle this. So I kind of jumped back into it, and I did that video where I was doing For the Love of Money. So I'm dancing in front of the thing For the Love of Money. But I think it was for all DoorDash followers that want to know the truth. And it basically was this reintroduction of talking about the same foolishness this woman's still around here doing. Who you just who whom were you just talking about? On what part, Joseph? You talking about live school? When he was trying to discredit everything I was saying? Because that's all on video too. You can see the whole conversation. You can see everything that was said. I ain't delete absolutely nothing. I sure did not. And I screenshot it for everyone can see what was going on. Because I'm sitting here trying to explain to him. But of course, the system had changed, and of course, nobody wasn't gonna believe the stuff. Oh, you said him. The system had changed, and nobody was gonna believe what I was saying. Here, I'm talking about a freaking AI system, and they like, how come we don't see this? How come you're the only one getting this information? Well, because they hadn't fully turned the whole goddamn system on, and if you wasn't looking for it, you wouldn't see it. Oh, okay, that is what it is. Only reason I was seeing it because one, I was searching for stuff and I was off of platform. I was not just solely looking for it on YouTube. I was looking for it outside of Google because Google is the owner of YouTube, and of course they're only going to show you what they want to show you, right? So I'm really doing research trying to find out about this stuff, but because of my nature and I want to help as many people I can, I'm still trying to give it out to the people, not realizing that well actually realizing that everybody looks at numbers on this goddamn platform versus information. So they look at if you ain't got views or if you ain't got subscribers, you don't know what the heck you're talking about. What the heck? A person can know, and then it's like if you bring something new that nobody's talking about, they don't want to trust anything you saying because you're the only one talking about it. Well, why are you talking about it and nobody else talking about it? Because they don't know yet, dum dum. Okay. Here's the thing about with me. I'm a business person. Everything that I do is business oriented. But my background is law and research. That's just who I am, y'all. When I jump into something, I invest myself in it wholeheartedly. I really throw myself into it. And at this particular point, because I'm now down and I can't work, I got all this time where I can research all the stuff I need to know about this platform. And I'm trying to help y'all and give whoever want it. It got to a point where I was like, okay, if you don't want it, you don't want it, but you will want it later. But then when I'm bigger and you try to come to me or ask me for advice, then you want me to humble myself and give you all the stuff that I've been trying to give you the whole time. But because people only look at numbers, they look up subscribers, they look at views, they look at all that. I mean, I make videos about all this stuff, explaining my whole process or how I got to the point. I'm even explaining stuff about how I found it and everything. So if you want to follow behind me, I don't expect people to trust everything I say. I want you to look behind what I say. But best to believe, if I put it out there, I researched it like crazy because one, I don't want to make myself look stupid. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that whatever I put on there is pretty valid. Okay. The only way if it's wrong is if it's something I miss, it's something I misinterpret. That's why I'm willing to listen to what other people are telling me. And then when you tell me what you tell me, if I research it and wrong still, okay, and I see it's not working, I'm not finna just follow you just because you say follow you. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not a follower. I'm sorry. I don't just follow people. And I don't just be like, okay, just because I like you. I can like you and still disagree with whatever you're saying, and we can disagree. We can agree to disagree. That's type of person I am, and I can still rock with you. That's why I can honestly say, even when it comes down to Kimmy, I like Kimmy. I like her as a person. I'm not gonna act like I don't like her and well, she's a bad person. Whoever Kimmy is, and I personally believe she's DoorDash because the facts of the show she's DoorDash, right? Or her sister. Now Kimmy did not say anything that I said was wrong. In fact, she agreed that everything that I said was correct. Why? She's gonna agree because I got it all in proof. You can't deny what's fact. You can deny it if I didn't have it, but you can't deny it if I got it in everybody's freaking face. And they can go look it up for themselves. That's why she's not denying it. But now she's coming up with all these different stories as to why she did what she did. Why you just didn't say all this at the beginning? Why lie? Why keep telling all these lies to cover up another lie? Just be honest. And see, that's where people mess up at. If you're not DoorDash, if you're not her sister, or as somebody else said, maybe a friend or a relative or something like that, is trying to expose her to everybody. I don't think it's that deep. But she cleared that up because she said, "Oh, I'm not even from the United States." Now you're not from the United States. All this time we don't talk, and I'm pretty sure I asked that question because when I'm on my lives and I'm talking to people, what's the first thing anybody that ever been on my live other than this always get from me? Hey, room, how y'all doing? If you're a female, if you're a male, put a one. If you're a female, put a two. If you're a content creator, put a C. If you're a viewer, put a Z. And let me know where everybody's from. That's how I open up almost every last one of my things. And with her live, there was no exception. She had answered everything that I needed to know about who I'm sitting over here talking to on this goddamn live. And on that live, she told me she was a woman. She told me that she was just a viewer. She told me that I'm almost positive. I'm gonna go back. She even told me where she lived at in the United States. Okay, so but in this particular live that we're talking about, she jumps on a subject about shorts, whether or not the shorts, because during that time they had just came out where if a short is up under 3 minutes, well, a video, a long form video is up under is 3 or shorter, they're going to consider it as a short. They had just changed the rules or whatever. So I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she just don't know because the rules had changed or whatever, right? So she's telling me in this live, oh no, you're wrong, you're wrong. It was like, it's because the way you're recording. You need to turn your phone horizontally versus vertically. If you turn it vertically, even if you do it for 2 minutes, it's going to be a short. And I'm like, no, it's not, because I literally researched this stuff and it said that the system's changed. I even went as far as to go in the back office to show everybody on the live where it had changed. So then she came up with a lie when she was like, "Oh, I heard it from Think Media and vidIQ." Okay, well let's go to Think Media and vidIQ so we can see this information. I did all this on live, y'all. Went there. They're saying the same thing I'm saying. Other people in the live saying, "No, that's not true." They changed. No, maybe back in the day it used to be like that, but it's not like that now. If it's 3 minutes and under, that's why they tell you to do like a couple of seconds over 3 minutes so it can be considered a long form, right? But the way she was going in on me, she was like, no, just do it, trust me, it's gonna work. And I'm telling her, why would I do a short? And at the time I wasn't even using shorts on my platform. So I was like, why would I, as a monetized channel, do a short when I know that's not going to benefit me? Like, why would I do it? I do long form. Now, if I do a short, it's to draw attention to my long form. But she was real persistent about me doing this, right? Even after I had done showed her what she was saying was wrong. But the way she was doing it sort of made me think of DoorDash. I was like, and I even said live, I said, you know what, Kimmy? I said, you starting to sound an awful lot like your girl DoorDash again. Mind you, I had just bust her out about the picture because she had a picture of DoorDash on her profile. But this particular picture that she had on her profile was of a very young DoorDash, probably like 15 or 16 years old. Then I questioned it. I said, well, that picture sure looked like DoorDash, but it looked like she was like a teenager. So she laughed on the video. She like not the live on the video before I came to live. She was like, "Oh, I just used her I just used her picture as my profile picture." But quickly changed it. Soon as I brought it up to her attention, she changed the profile and then she put what has now that everybody know her as, right? And so I was like, okay, girl, whatever. I'm gonna play with you. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, this is DoorDash. I'll just keep my eye out on you. But when we got to the live, and she came on the live and now acting like DoorDash on my live, and I'm saying like, God darn, I ain't never seen nobody be this persistent about something that is absolutely wrong, other than they got darn DoorDash, right? Um, but I went ahead, I let her do whatever she did because it's recorded. So I got on there. I'm gonna go back and watch it after the thing because I now want to look at our interaction and see how she acting or whatever. So I paid close attention to this girl for months. Even after I got off that live, I went over to Auntie Mickey live. That's on somebody another content that I look up to, and I was telling her about what had happened. Even Auntie Mickey was like, "Yeah, that sounded like though that she was just trying to, she don't know what she's talking about, and she just trying to pull one over on me." And I was like, "Nah, okay, well I'm gonna just keep my eye on her. I just keep my eye on her," and I did. And so I was just watching how her behavior was, how she would come on people's videos and she would expose people and stuff. She even came on some of my videos and made comments. All of them was positive or whatever, getting information from us or whatever. But I started noticing every time somebody did an exposure about a particular video, Kenny would ask anybody in the room whether or not they had video to prove it or whatever, or with me specifically, she would be like, did you delete that video? She would just be like hinting around and stuff. But every single time she would do this, that particular video would now come up either unlisted or deleted off a DoorDash thing. And I'm like, okay. Okay, chick. All right, here we go. We'll play along. We'll play along. Just so happened, and it probably was like maybe weeks later or whatever, when we finally had ran the whole crowd sort of ran into like Clone TV and Brothers Meeting and all that stuff. They were all talking to her on the live. I think that was right when Clones Media had first got their line up on a live, and he was trying to invite people on to come and talk. And she was in there with us, and he had asked her, "Hey, you want to come on, Kim? Yeah, come on, Kim, jump on. I want to talk to you." She declined. She was like, "No, she declined. She didn't want to talk." Okay, he moved on to the next person. Whoever did want to jump on there and talk or whatever. I'm not really even buying so much onto that, but it's just everything that she was doing afterwards. Like her pattern was still the same. She would go on multiple people's stuff. She would tell them, "Hey, you seen this video? You need to go check out this. Oh, she just posted this." And then because she's giving it to you and you like her, you will go follow and you will go check out what she's saying. But whatever you talked about, and it pertains to whatever Kimmy said, guess what? That video got deleted or unlisted. And I'm recording all this stuff down. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, check. I see. Okay, I see. I'm just watching. Well, what really had pushed me today to make the video was the video that I had did yesterday about her sister not being her real sister. Now, mind you, I have seen many videos where this girl has said that this woman is her sister, in fact, her sister, right? So there was no reason for me to question if DoorDash sister was her sister, because she even had this whole story concocted up about her pretend sister, that her mom showed favoritism to her sister because she was light skinned, right? So, getting people to buy into the foolishness, even with that, right? But when I was doing my research, because I was what a story. Right. It's crazy. It's very crazy with this woman. But yesterday, what triggered me to go look for something was I was talking to another viewer, and when they said it, I was like, I remember seeing something like this on one of her videos, which triggered me to think about something. And the video that I thought about was the video where she used my information, talking about, "Oh, that was somebody in my comment section was saying," this was when she first blew up, was saying that uh my content is going so well that somebody should study me. That was me. That I was the person who had told her that on my comment section. I even got it on my video where I actually said what I said to her, and then she turned around and she used that on top of the whole story about the breakdown of how all the transportation thing worked with the rental and all that other stuff, right? And I even today I went back and I uploaded the short showing that video so people could actually go look at it for themselves, right? But that triggered me. So at the time, syndicated TV he was doing a video, and I was like, I had commented on his thing, and I was like, yeah, it's something I just something just popped up in my head. I said, I'm gonna make a video about it. But I didn't quite go into detail about everything because I was still battling with myself whether I'm gonna say this, whether I'm not gonna say this or whatever. So I just started talking about, because I got a whole bunch of stuff I can talk about. I was just talking about a particular thing that kind of rolled in with what was going on. So I released that video. Anyway, I made the video about how DoorDash was merging the two channels, and on there I had said, hold on, let me make sure that was the video. Okay, I had made two. I had made one where I said DoorDash is stealing other people's lives, and then I had made another one where I said DoorDash is merging her two channels. With the Latoya, well, she actually changed it. It went from DoorDash Word to Latoya L Jones, and she was merging it with the DoorDash channel because she was trying to get those people to come over onto the DoorDash channel about what she was saying. And on there, when I went back to look for the information that had triggered my conversation with her, I stumbled upon a video that she had in a playlist, right? That said the little clip that I got in that particular video. And on that clip, she goes, I don't know what it is about me. I don't know if it was the fact that I grew up as a single child, or if it's the fact that I never had anything. I'm like, hold up, did she just say she grew up as a single child? Then who the hell is a sister? I mean, who is lady she's been portraying as a sister the whole time? If she herself is the only child, I said, well, how come I never seen this video? All right, now mind you, this video was done way back when everything was first getting exposed. So during that time, I probably didn't even heard it and didn't pay attention because I really wasn't into exposing the videos like that. But that completely shot over my head. I've never paid attention to she actually said this on her video, right? So today, this morning, when everybody was, because I did that yesterday, when everybody started, it was real late last night. When everybody that counted, I think it counted it for today, but I actually did it yesterday, right before 12 o'clock. When everybody started watching that video, one of my viewers named Abiola, she had made a comment and she was like, hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all the video while we on this live. I ain't got no reason to lie on nobody. Please don't play with me. Okay, so I think it's this one. Just did a video where she says she is so close to 100,000. No, don't think it was it. Hold on. It's really happening. Well, while watching this video, I was a tad confused as to why is she so shocked. She has 76,000 subscribers because it's this one. If it's not this one, it's the one right before it. But I'll find it so I can show it to y'all. Because I think the first one, this the one where I slowed it up. Because the very first one I posted, it was too fast. It was going real fast. And I was even going back to some of my videos because I was like, well, hopefully I caught some subscribers that she had as her channel was growing. Hey, Latanya, how you doing, girl? I hate to tell you, but your girl ain't who she is. Not at all. Stuff she already numbers reflecting as far as her subscriber numbers. So it was all Latanya, I ain't mean to call you Latoya. When I first came to knowledge with her. On this particular video, she was saying that ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address. These are my videos, so I'm monetized. So unfortunately, they do them in the middle of my thing. Initially said something about she made a mistake. No, not she made a mistake. Initially, she said she became monetized like 7 months ago, and then she quickly switched it back to 5. Well, that's because she was right. 7 months ago, let's do the math here. Was around about the time. We're only in the 3rd month of March, which we're in, and so if you take 4 months back into 2024, then you cover December, November, October. That's when I joined again. October and November. October was the month that I joined in as exposing her. But I had came into fruition of DoorDash back in June, July, earlier part of last year. So, but when I was actually reporting stuff about her, she had already had those numbers accumulated. Which round? And I'm gonna show y'all the actual video where Kimmy exposed herself to me. I was really starting to pay attention to a lot of stuff she was doing. And in September, those numbers were already there. Hey, hey, Washington. I'm exposing people for the liars that they are. That's all. Subscribers. So I'm trying to figure out why is she so surprised about 76,000. We know how she is. It's another manipulative tactic since content creators are saying she probably will never hit 100,000 subscribers. She's now trying to manipulate people to subscribe to her to get that right. And so a lot of people ain't believing it because they don't want to believe Kimmy is well, not this video, but the other video that Kimmy is DoorDash. But baby, she is. So she DoorDash or she's her sister, but she one of the two, if not both. The problem with this is it's going to be harder for her to get people to subscribe to her because people are being made aware of what she's doing. So it's a possibility that is an extreme struggle, especially in the new system that we're in now, where you kind of put in a box with your subscribers. And if the subscribers really, if they're hurting her by staying subscribers and not really watching her content, the view shows that they're not watching her content. That's actually hurting her channel. It's killing her channel because she has so many subscribers that are not actually watching her. So for the ones that just truly want to hurt her, they'll subscribe to her channel and they just won't watch. For those that are trying to support her, she's going to have a hard time because she has a reputation about herself as being a manipulator, a liar, and a scammer. Because that's what she is, y'all. Well, when I was going back through my videos trying to figure out like why is she so shocked, I was kind of like thrown off a little bit. I'm like, she is really acting like she don't know she got 76,000 subscribers when she know good and well she got 76,000 subscribers. And then, right, about 10 years old child. It's getting ready. No, it's getting ready to come up. It's getting right here now. Break through and beg for subscribers, just like she begged for money, to get to the pension, to get her bills paid, to get y'all to believe in the stuff he's saying. Well, when I was looking at this information, I actually stumbled upon something that she said in one of her videos that when she actually said this, it was early on, so I probably wasn't paying as much attention to what she was saying, more so listening to the hype. But it made me stumble upon a video that she made. And in it, though, she's saying how she was the only child. Now, this is a video I got the video from beginning to the end. It was only like a 3 or 4 minute video. So it wasn't changed, altered, or nothing. It is what it is. Hold on. How you an only child and you got this big grown behind sister of yours sitting before us that you're claiming to be your sister? Is that not another lie that is about to be uncovered? The sister really is not her sister, but probably more so a friend of hers. And so she's portraying something that is actually happening. It's not happening when it's the favoritism, so she can kind of. Now I do remember where Carter had said one time that the girl was her lover and not her sister. I thought maybe Carter was just being hard on her. So she's not your real sister. Right. If you miss, you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be lost, and that's how she able to deceive so many people. Like it literally just hit me. When you say stuff out loud, it's amazing how it hits you. But I just want to say thank you. And I've had some people wonder why, and I've had someone say that my growth should be studied, and I don't know if that's like good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, but I will say I don't have. I say this like as if I'm just like perfect, but I'm not entitled to your money or your time. I'm not. And I always knew that. I don't know if it's growing up, as an only child. I don't know if it's growing up not having a lot. Did y'all hear? She said, I don't know if it's growing up as an only. Let me ask you, you can hear it one more time. Amazing how it hits you. I've had someone say that my growth should be studied, and I don't know if that's like good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, but I will say, why? I don't want to say this like as if I'm just like perfect, but I'm not entitled to your money or your time. I'm not. And I always knew that. I don't know if it's growing up, as an only child. I don't know if it's growing up. Okay, once again, y'all heard her. She said she don't know if it's because she was growing up as an only child. Hold up. Now, let me show you where Kimmy. This is where the whole issue come in with Kimmy at, y'all. On my video, Let me go behind the scenes. On my video where I did, let me type in for the love of money. I'm just gonna take you. We ain't gonna watch the video. I'm just taking you to the comment section. Hold up. That's not the video I did it. I did the song for the love of money. Trying to get it to pull up versus me having to go look for it one at a time. Cause I got 600. There you go. There you go. I got over 600 something videos. I don't feel like searching through all those videos. Okay, hold up. I'm just playing it so we can read the comments. Matter of fact, let me stop it because I don't need to play this whole video. If y'all want to watch it, y'all can go see it. But let's go to the comment section, y'all. Here's the video. The video is at DoorDash viewers for those that want to know the truth. Here's where Kimmy says, this is where I first met Kimmy. I ain't never seen this girl before in my life, right? She was talking about something in the thing. She go, wish you recorded the video. Here's her whole conversation right here. I said, I linked the full video at the end of the video. It's in the description. I put links so viewers can see other videos. Kimmy go, I mean the video that deleted. This was the first time she ever came at me as why because she deleting videos. I want to see do you have proof. Okay, so I'm like, all right, not thinking really anything of it at that point. She then goes, I went back to grab the link, but by the time that's me. I said I went back to grab the link, but at that time I had went back to get it. She had already deleted the video. There were other viewers that saw the same video was talking about it. I will leave the link to the video I made at the time that have the details which are fresh in my head. So that's when, like always, when I meet somebody, I don't care if it's on live, even with live, when y'all give me y'all stuff, I go, everybody know, I go on my laptop and I look you up to find you so I can kind of get to know who I'm talking to, right? No different from her. So I did that. So when I did that, I said, hey, hold on. No disrespect to you, but I said, you look just like her with her when she fixes herself up. I said, but you look like a younger version of her, right? So I started laughing to kind of break the ice with her, right? She then comes back and she goes, that's because it's her picture I got off the internet. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, at that point, I'm like, girl, don't play with me. Okay, no dash. And so in my head, I was already looking at her crazy. But what really turned everything, like I said, when I went on that live and she came on my live, and then she was acting like DoorDash be acting when it was during that time she was trying to sell. During that time, DoorDash was trying to sell her courses, and she was telling everybody to turn on her course. One of her tips, YouTube, was to turn your video horizontally versus vertically, right? And so that's what Kimmy came on my live trying to tell me to do shorts, and the only reason it's counted as a short because I had it vertically versus horizontal. And I'm like, what? Huh? I asked him, she ain't got no original. Let me tell you, Tanya, that girl ain't got no original. She ain't got no original. She ain't got no other one. Because when I met her on my live, I asked her, like everybody, I asked her, was she a viewer? Was she a content creator? When she started questioning me about the shorts, I said, well, you go do it. Because I'm my size. I'm not going to do that when I know I'm not going to get paid for put my time into this and I'm doing wrong and it's not going to be considered watch time hours or anything. I told her on the live, which I'm going to pull live up. I told her, I said, well, you do it. That's when she was like, oh, I can't do it because I'm not a content creator. I said, well, hold up. Why do you know all this information that you're telling me and you ain't a content creator yourself? Okay. And so she was like, she never really did kind of answer. She was like, well, I heard it. I said, well, where you heard it from, girl? So she was like, oh, I heard it from vidIQ and Think Media. So I said, okay, well, let's go to Think Media and vidIQ because I know they say that because I watch these two people. So I pulled up the video like I did with mine on live, and sure enough, they saying the same thing I'm saying. All right, so I'm like, okay, Kimmy, obviously you're wrong. Like I said, well, when are you going to become a content creator so that way you can try it out on your channel? Because I'm not doing that because that's not right. She was like, well, I don't know. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to actually be a content creator. Okay, but now after I expose you for who you is, now all of a sudden you got two channels and you've been subscribed to me all your life. I mean, since I'm sorry, you've been subscribed to me ever since you knew me from your old channel that you had way back when, and then you just jumped on your new channel that you just created January the 16th of 2025. Okay, when everybody doing all the exposures on you, and you're gonna subscribe to me there. Okay, when Kimmy wrote back and she was telling me, oh, I'm so hurt, sis, that you don't have faith. They go that faith. Who say faith all the time? Dodash. You don't. Who says you don't have faith in me? Who the hell says you don't? I'm sorry, y'all, because she about to bring the other side of me out. Who the hell say you don't have faith in me? Who the hell are you, God? I don't have to have faith. I have faith in no man, honey. But in her response, she tells me, I'm upset if you don't have faith in me. To trust and believe what basically to trust and believe everything that she had said to me. Baby, I'm no boo boo the fool, and I don't just follow her. If I see something, if I see it and I see it for what it is, you convince me otherwise if I see what I see. Okay. Right. No, she said, yeah, she said that. Yes, Kimmy is no dash, y'all. Kimmy is no dash. You hear me? And she's playing a role with everybody, acting like she with us or whatever, and she leading us to the information. And that's how Dodash know what to delete, because Kimmy is the one who's leading us to it in order to get it. And then when we get it, we delete it. She deleted. So she's sitting there trying to make us look like fools. But we ain't looking like no fools because we got the evidence, honey. But see, where a lot of other people make this, Kimmy stays so close with me, because where everybody else be recording links and stuff, I don't do that because I record on my phone. So regardless if she deleted it or not, it's going to be with me always until I delete it. So she always would come to me and ask me, well, did you delete it? Do you have it? And so that's what made me look at her. I'm like, Kimmy, why does it matter if I have it or not? If I have it, you will see it on my damn video. Why are you constantly asking me, do I have the deleted footage? Or because you're trying to do me just like you're doing everybody else. But unlike everybody else, I'm not doing my stuff the way everybody else is doing. Matter of fact, even Syndicated TV was saying, well, if she don't delete it, I will have it. And I said, no, I always have it because I don't do mine the way y'all do y'all's. I will always have the information because it's on my phone. It's not on my computer. What she does bother you so much. Do your own. Honey, look here. Miss Angela, I'm gonna be as respectful I can with you. But if you don't like the information I'm helping other people, then you can jump ship, honey girl. Because I can get with you too. In the midst. We can go back and forth as well. So if you don't want to deal with me in my mouth, I advise you to continue, right? Because anybody that tells me if it bothers me so bad, do my own content, I do my own content. And if you knew who I was, you knew I do a lot of content, ma'am. All right. So mind your business. I'm out here trying to help people, and other people around here trying to screw the people. So it's prerogative. You can do what you want to do, and you can get the heck up off of my channel if you want to. Or you can sit on here and have a decent conversation with everybody else, because obviously it's caught your attention to sit here to have a conversation with me. Because really, you do not know who you're talking with. I don't want to go back and forth, just curious. Girl, bye. 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 Bye, Miss Angela. Like I told you before, I will deal with trolls. I will deal with trolls on I will deal with trolls all day long on videos. We can go back and forth with perspective. But when I'm on the live, my time is precious and I ain't got time with this foolishness for you. Now, if you want to act accordingly, you can stay on here. But if you want to act dumb, bye bye. I ain't got time for you. But you real get red before I get you off my live. Since you want to waste my time, I'm gonna waste a little bit of yours. I'm a different animal, y'all. I'm a different type of person. I'm a different type of person when it comes to I deal in the truth, but if you I can come back just like you can, honey. You really don't know who you dealing with. I am God is still working on me. He really is. He really is. He's still working on me. But and I'm not all the way there yet, so you might catch my other side. Uh-huh. So hey, I just have to go to God and ask for forgiveness later. But during this time, that's if He allows me the time to go back to Him and ask for forgiveness. But during this time, you about to catch my mouth. And you gonna guess I can't. I know you watching it. It's different if I know you, but if you come in on my live with this goddamn foolishness, I ain't got time for this, girl. Adios. Bye. See you later. And for all the ones that are on the live, go ahead and hit that like button. I know I hadn't said that because I've been running my mouth and talking. It's crazy the extent that this woman will go through for all the lies that she does, and it's all for the sole purpose of just taking people money. That's it. Just taking people and living this lavish lifestyle that she can afford because she don't want to get off her lazy behind and go get a job or either go make money herself to have the money. It ain't nothing wrong. It ain't nothing wrong with charging for your services. I will never, right, for the love of exactly. I would never tell anybody, oh, you just do stuff for free. Just do it. I feel a heat wave over here. You should have mess watching. I would tell anybody, oh, just give all your free time to other people. I would never tell them that because if you're taking outside of what you would have already did to help somebody else, then I feel you should be compensated for it. Everything in life ain't for free, especially if it's good information that's going to help you. It's not for free. Okay? Everybody doesn't have the willingness to say, I just want to help everybody I can for free. Some people actually want to help people, but they want to make money on the side as well. That's why I have no problem with DoorDash making money off of what do if she's going to do it the correct way. My problem with her is you're just trying to sit here and take advantage of people that don't know no better. And one, you too old. You 43 years old, man. And you're gonna come around the wrong person. You let everybody know where you stay. We all know you stay in Waco, Texas, okay? And now you're telling everybody, quote unquote, you in Dallas. You're going to run into the wrong person that you took advantage of, and it's gonna be game over. And what they said, the game is to be sold. Right, right. So hey, she gonna. I mean, it's only a matter of time. You can't continue screwing people over and thinking that you're gonna constantly get away with what you're doing. Eventually, you're gonna get caught up. Yes, you're gonna either run into somebody that you screwed over, or you're gonna get somebody who is crazy to come find you and deal with you. We got people in this world that will take time out of their time to go commit a crime. They will. I mean, look at you, DoorDash. You around here taking time out of your time to go commit a crime. So unless it's gonna be Instagram, right? So she really need to stop playing around with people, and really that was my goal for her. But this whole Kimmy thing, yeah, Kimmy, y'all better watch out. Kimmy. She's nice, she's sweet and everything, and she got a helping hand. But Kimmy, what we found out today is Kimmy is definitely a liar. Now, whether or not she want to admit she's DoorDash or not, she's did too many things to make herself look like she's DoorDash, not to be her. Right? So hey, it is what it is for me. And then on that darn syndicated TV, now he really kind of pushed buttons with me today. He really did because a lot of stuff that he be doing, I be trying to shut my mouth up with him, but a lot of stuff he be doing, he can get called out real quick. But and it's like I know he's trying to do it because he's trying to build up his channel and he's trying to get the views on him, and he probably is trying to. I'm not even going to deny that's not what he's doing, but dude, you better do it the right way when it comes to me. Like, you literally better do it the right way, or I'm going to bust you as well. Okay. So if we want, that's why I told him on the thing. If we want to keep this respectful, I can keep this as respectful as possible. But it is what it is. All this trying to undercut everything I'm saying to make it seem like you're the one who's saying this stuff when really you're pulling this information from me and other people. You ain't doing it. It was just literally, he literally comes on my freaking video comments. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. And then couple of minutes later, now he's saying the same thing I'm saying on video. Like it's crazy. Now he don't do that with every freaking video. He doesn't. And I'll give him credit that these last few videos he been doing on his own because he's been trying to beat everybody too. But I'm not gonna be chasing people around to be doing no exposures. Only thing I'm gonna do is just show it for what it is because I've been exposing this woman for months now, and I got information that y'all won't even have. Like I told him, I will release it when it's necessary. Right? But I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt that hopefully you want to fix it. And I think a lot of times I don't release it when I get it because I really be trying to. I don't be hurt people the way I can hurt people because I don't believe in doing it. I really don't. I don't believe in doing it. Some tactics that people use in order to get people in trouble, I refuse to dabble in it. I really do. Huh? She swore the diaper so she wouldn't have to stop. Ugh, she wore the diaper so she wouldn't have to stop for the bathroom break. That's crazy. Simply Natural Belle. Who we talking about? We talking about Doda and all her many faces, and the people that is on here acting like other people when really is just really her. And they done got found out for their lives. Well, they been got found out. I just finally came forth and told y'all what was going on. And like I said, the only reason I did it this time because once again, Kimmy, you're doing the same goddamn thing. Like I know what you're doing. I'm getting sick and tired of it. I'm getting sick and tired of just following you along with this. And either you're gonna stop and DoorDash, and I'm really I'm gonna talk to her without exposing her. But if you're not gonna change, then okay, I'm just gonna jump in there with you and just expose you for who you are. You are a freaking liar. You're sitting here manipulating people, and you're hey, how you doing? Dami, how you doing? Crazy, just absolutely insane. And this the part. Oh, hi Mel, how you doing? And this the part I really do hate about exposure because exposures do too much drama, and a lot of time I have to fall back on this stuff. That's why you don't see me making videos on every single video that they do. I'm not gonna do that because like some people will be writing me and they'll be like, well, she doing this. Well, okay, let her do it. Let her have for fun. I mean, let her get some kind of joy out of ripping off folks, I guess. I mean, but I'm not finna sit here and talk about every single thing she does and try to twist it up and try to make it into a story because that's not what I'm here for. I make videos for getting that information out to people, and I'm not finna DoorDash at Dante London and all in the comments under disguise. Right. You exactly. Prime example. What happened last night, Latanya, on Clone TV Dante. And really, honestly, I haven't finished watching his video from today, but I honestly think that is him because a lot of stuff we talked about on that live, Don is addressing on this new video. He doing it underhandedly. But everything that was exposed on Clone TV Live last night, baby, he's trying to clear that up. From whether or not he's forcing Hannah to do the video and all that stuff. Oh yeah, baby. He talking about all that. He ain't coming out and say yes. He's talking about it all. Literally everything that we talked about on that last live last night. He's trying to show that's not what's happening. And of course, Dum Dum is just following right along with him. Hopefully, eventually, I say Dum Dum, but I know the girl love him. So eventually, I hope she wake up and see it for what it is. Wait on one of us to do the reaction. And what I can't, one thing about it, I'm not gonna do a reaction on something I did not watch, and I don't speed watch anybody information. Like Syndicated TV told me he does the same thing I do. No, you don't. I don't speed watch people's stuff. When I do the double speed on my videos is because you have to do that because you have to make changes to the video when you're using other people's content. When I watch people videos, I literally just watch the video. I have to put myself through it because I watch with intent. I watch with intent to learn. I watch with the intent to listen. I'm paying close attention to detail. I'm not scanning through anybody's stuff. And so, and that's how I'm able to get a fair assessment of anybody that I'm talking to. And I don't sit there and act like I ain't never seen nothing and then jump on and then act like it's the first time. Because yeah, he do that too. I'm not doing it. I'm telling y'all, no one watching the video thing, and then I'm gonna add what I know about that. I don't believe in that either because all that is just manipulation and hyping you up. Like okay, but with him out here, hey, I might have to take that back. Maybe he ain't really looking at it if he's speed watching it. He might have missed something if he's speed watching it. So he's not catching what he should be catching. And she's goofy as F. Right. That lady, I honestly feel like I think she got mental issues. I really do. I think she has mental issues that she's not addressing. I think she's supposed to probably be taking medication that she's not taking because she's trying to prove that she ain't crazy when in fact you really is crazy and it's showing in everything that you do, you crazy. Because it has to take a crazy person to do anybody the way you're doing them. Like a person who's somewhat sane, when they're found out, and that's why I'm looking at Kimmy still the same way because you're found out and yet you're still trying to make up lies about everything I'm calling you out on. I mean, but of course, everything is being revealed today because I am revealing the truth today. So now you're making up stories that this didn't happen. I haven't changed my story. I didn't switch anything up. I said it exactly like it happened, and I proved it how it happened. And so, what kind of ticked me off with syndicated TV was I had said on my thing that, oh, so you unsubscribed from me because of what I said, but yet you said you were subscribed to me for two channels, but I only lost one subscription. He gonna come back and say, well, how you know she's the one who unsubscribed to you? Well, guess what? I know how she unsubscribed to me, but I'm not gonna tell you for you to go run with it and try to make a video off of it. If you want to know how I found it out, you figure it out yourself. You go research it yourself, and then you come up with the way she did it, because that's the type of stuff I do not like. I do not like people using manipulated tactics to try to get whatever they need in order to help themselves. Just come out and be direct. I hate that. I absolutely hate it. I'll play along with you for a while, but especially if you keep trying to undercut everything I'm saying, I'm going to come at you next. Okay, so just just that's why I kept saying, like, let's keep it peaceful, let's keep it respectfully peaceful, the way you claim it is, even though he said, because he was the first one, literally the first one to respond on my video right after I posted. So I'm trying to see how you saw that video that got darn fast in detail to come tell me I respectfully, how he said it, I respectfully decline to believe what you're saying. I don't give a damn what you decline to believe. I'm telling facts. So whether or not you respectfully decline to believe, that's your business. I can't force you to believe absolutely nothing. But if you're trying to get the truth out to the people, as you say you are doing, which I have my feelings about that as well. If you're trying to get the truth out to the people for free, because I made it, and it's funny how it became free after I made the video about people charging people for stuff that really shouldn't be charging people for. Then all of a sudden, his very next video was, "Oh, I'm going to do this for free. I thought about it to myself, and now I'm going to do it for free." Yeah, dude, I know the game. I know how it works, and let's stop it. Let's stop the goddamn cat, and let's be real, okay? Latanya, then he strikes channels for doing this and get pissed at their react. Right, right, right. And that's in itself is crazy, which they're not gonna stick because the people ain't doing nothing wrong. If they you can do whatever you want to all you want, but if they're not gonna find anything from it, guess what? They're gonna get released. They're gonna have their channel back. So you did it all in vain, and you made yourself look stupid to everybody that possibly believed in you. Like, so who did you really hurt to begin with? You hurt yourself by trying to hurt somebody else. That's why I don't get upset when, hey Fred, hey Trey, I don't get upset when Trey go off. People be trying to address him. What I say to Trey is, I like the fact that you give them the opportunity to speak, so that way they can't say that you ain't allowing them to do so, but you still standing on what you believe on, because what he's saying is absolutely the truth. Point blank, point blank, period. If he made it funny, that's his right to make it funny if he wants to. That's his channel. You can't come on somebody else's channel and make them want them to do. Just like even with DoorDash, even though she's scamming people, we can only speak to her. We can go on her channel and tell and make her stop doing what she's gonna do. I don't even make it sound like that. I make videos and I said she should stop, but I'm not finna say and make it seem like I'm the one who has the power to make her do that. I do not. The truth be told, YouTube allows a lot of this stuff to happen because, like I keep telling y'all, YouTube is benefiting from it. And as long as it's not affecting YouTube pockets, they give two rats behind what somebody's doing or what they're not doing. And I'm just being real with y'all. Unless enough people come forth and say this and that, and then it kind of intertwines with them and how they might legally get in trouble. Now we're gonna look at it. But other than that, they don't care. They're looking for more reasons not to deal with it because actually having a drama on their platform will bring more attention to their platform. It's all about marketing and strategies and games straight across the board. So let's just be real. Let's be real with our real intentions. Stop sitting here lying to people. That's the part I don't really get down with. I don't. And when I see that, especially when you're trying to manipulate people, the slick way of doing it, and there's a few out there that do that, and you're just not willing to just be honest. it's better for you to be honest with people. You'll get more people on your side being honest, even if it's something that they don't necessarily agree with. They'll be looking at you, well, at least they was honest. You know, at least they ain't lie to us. At least they ain't manipulators. I might not agree with what they did, but at least they honest about what they're talking about. That will go a long way, and you'll get people to want to, even if they don't agree, continue to listen. And then guess what? Maybe one day they might. Um, but people don't see it like that. All they see is the potential of. That's why I made a video about jumping out of one fire right into the next one. Are people just looking at you as a freaking dollar sign, or are they looking at you because they truly want to help you? And how to recognize if they're doing so. I mean, I made that too. So people could know. I'm just confused about how YouTube let John take all those channels after he said copy, steal, word for word. Well, that's why I didn't stick, because he said all of those things. Like I said, people can do whatever they want. You can do it. I mean, to be real with you, if I really wanted to hurt DoorDash, I can go strike in her channel for a number of things that she's doing. But I'd rather choose the route of talking with her or exposing her and just pulling people back from her versus just hurting her channel. I don't want to do that. I don't want to strike her channel for that, because I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm trying to help other people. But it comes a time where, hey, if all else fails and we got nothing else to do because you just don't want to change, then hey, that might have to be an option. But right now, I'm still in the phase of just talking, making the videos, and hoping people open their eyes to see it for what it is. Um. Oh, you okay, Sally? How you doing? I try to talk to everybody. I get on the road, and I be getting on the road talking. That's even in my videos. I be talking. Sometimes I be saying DoorDash, and I name DoorDash, and be like, "I keep saying DoorDash." It's not intentionally. It ain't. It's just I just be running my mouth. Oh, thank you, Miss Sally. Thank you. I mean, I really do appreciate the support. I really do. For anybody, really. Right. This is bigger than Nino Brown, aka No Dash. Exactly, Latanya. Exactly. This thing is bigger than what y'all really think it is. It's not just her. I mean, she got her own set of issues, right? And she's doing stuff that is affecting a lot of people. But the real corporate here you really need to be looking at is, why is YouTube allowing it? That's the biggest question everybody be asking. Why they keep letting her get away with it? Because although I feel like I'm not ready to take that route yet, there are people who have, and she's still here. So what does that tell you? After all her thumbnails are starting to look like Dante. That's because she's copying him. The whole "I'm getting ready to move to Dallas" thing. Now whether or not she's moving to Dallas or not, I do not know. But I do know it all came behind Dante London when he said he was gonna move. I do know that. Now it's left to be determined whether or not she's actually going to move, because she ain't say when she's going to move to Dallas. I mean, she can move to Dallas in 20 more years, but she moved to Dallas. I mean, she ain't giving y'all no exact dates. I mean, Dante London at least told you he was on the first. And we see boxes being packed and stuff like that. DoorDash is just riding with the flow, just like she did when she blew up. And she don't know nothing else to do, because that's how she got her fame. She lucked up on something by copying somebody else, and then she got attention. And instead of listening to people who knew how the system worked, she made videos of it. I don't want to listen to it. I know everybody is telling me I do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to. She didn't want to hear it, because I guess in the back of her mind, she already had a plan designed to rip people off. So she didn't need to hear y'all information, because her plan was to grab as much cash as she could. And she's trying to pretend like she got familiar with Dallas. She was there buying that aloe. Alo. What? Alo is a brand. That's a name. That's the clothing brand she ran. I don't know about that. A grown woman following after a young person, immature individual. Right. That right there speaks volume. You are following behind a young man who he himself say got it all together. He don't. He told you he ain't got it all together. He done made a whole bunch of mistakes, and he's still trying to figure it out. But you 43, and you following this trail, which is kind of funny because he was actually following her, and then he surpassed her, and now she's following him because why? Because greed got her wanting to be where he's at. Point blank here. That's all it is. As soon as she get the money, she starts eating it. She in a new video right now eating. And let me tell you, and I ain't got nothing against bigger people. And me myself, I'm a little on the thicker side because I used to be really, really, really skinny. But I'm extremely happy with my weight now. But you did all this. This is God. That's how I know God is definitely dealing with her because you did all this to rip everybody off, to get your weight loss surgery, to get your skin tightened up. Around here, stuffing your face with all these desserts and adding on all those pounds, doing all this around on camera. But you ain't doing that off camera. That's why that weight's sticking on. Because baby, if you was doing what you're doing on the camera, outside of the camera, you'll be small by now. You ain't weight because you're tacking it all back on from all the other stuff that you're doing, all the luxurious eating, all the desserts and stuff that you're doing. That way ain't going nowhere. Um, yeah, she spent over $500 there, right? And if blowing a bag was a person, right? T. Washington, what you should say if blowing a bag of your money in your face was a person. Now we got to know that. Because she take y'all money, she spend y'all money after giving y'all absolutely nothing, and then she throw it back as content in your face, and then tells you that's what she's doing. She got them shout outs today and couldn't wait. The money was burning her pocket. All the money gone away. Right. Then that's because she's doing it the wrong way. She's financially illiterate. She does not know how to do her finances. She don't know how to do her budgeting. One, she got to get over that addiction she has, and that's this luxurious lifestyle. And it's not because of who she is now. That's because who she has always been. If you look at Latoya Jones and all her other stuff, the podcast, and in the podcast, y'all, she talked about being bisexual. Um, you look at her podcast and all that stuff. DoorDash was that girl. She was. Once she lost that weight. Ever since that girl lost that weight, and that's the only time I can really see it. Because when she had all that weight on her, she was not that girl. Not at all. She wasn't doing all this. Once she lost that weight, DoorDash was that girl. She had the luxurious life. She was the first class flights. She was buying this, making herself look pretty. I mean, she did a video where she said this was her first time doing makeup. Girl, no, you didn't. Because video back in 2016 with your makeup on. How is this your first time? Stop lying. Stop lying. Oh, you're getting so big. Oh, she getting so big. Carter said she looked like a stack of pancakes. Jewelry. Carter be going so hard. I feel sorry for her sometimes because Carter be going ham on her. But hey, Carter might be her karma. So I can't say nothing. When do you think YouTube going to do something with her? I got to get my favorite liquor to celebrate when she is finally gone. My Bailey Irish Cream. Remember, I told you I only drink on holidays and etc. etc. You know what? I don't know. Hey, Jordan, how you doing? I do not know when they're gonna do it. I think they'll do it when it affects them. That's my honest assessment of the whole thing. I think YouTube will jump in and intervene when DoorDash start affecting their money, and it's not affecting their money because they're not getting a cut of those super chats. People can send us super chats. They're not getting a percentage of that. She's not advertising. She's not doing brand deals, so they're not really making any money from her. In fact, she's making all her money from the people, and then whatever money she can on the views. So I guess on the videos, they're getting a percentage of the videos, and it's a big percent, y'all. It's not what y'all think. They're getting that. But anything, them people ain't touching DoorDash money. She got all her coins, all her coins. She gave us a glimpse of how she eats off camera. Remember during Christmas, she had fixed 2 whole sandwiches and ate ew, and watched TV. Drink Savage. Ew, that's nasty. I can't watch nobody. Oh, I can't watch somebody eat like that. She has a poverty mindset. The poverty mindset is one of the live above right. Well, she feels like living below your means is a poverty mindset. It's like she's twisted. Like I don't get it. I would never take any financial advice from this woman. I would take no advice from this woman because everything she says makes absolutely no sense. It's like everything you know to be true goes against all that. She hypes you up. She makes people buy into it. And I read. I don't just watch her videos, y'all. I literally read almost all the comments on all her videos, so I can kind of get a perspective as to why are these people falling for this. No, I know why I fell for the hype and all that stuff, but why are they buying into the money? Like when I was watching her, there was no 25, $19 and all that stuff involved. Like if she would have led with it, I would have walked off, especially knowing she doesn't know what she talked about. She sold me with the hype. So, look, I don't just watch the videos. I listen to, I read the comments, and sometimes I even reach out to some people I just know don't know no better. And then I reach out to them and explain it to them. And I take my time. I write the paragraph as I need it to be for them to understand. Um, but for everybody else that you should know better, anybody that I see with 5,000 subscribers, 3,000 subscribers, and you around paying for this foolishness, I don't feel sorry for that because how did you get 5,000 and 3,000 subscribers? You should know what she's saying ain't working. I mean, but for the people that have 50 subscribers, 100 subscribers, 1,000, maybe they just don't know. But if you've been, and I look on your profile, and I do look, and you've been on this platform for a whole bunch of time, and you all these subscribers, and you buying into this foolishness, yeah, that's just your ability. Do what it do. Either it's your gullibility or it's your laziness because you don't want to put in the effort that it takes for you to do the work. And either way, for me, you carry on. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for the people that truly don't know. Um, so she has so much money from scamming all those months. She could have, right, right. That's what you would have thought she would have did. A smart scammer would have stacked their coins because hey, a smart scammer gonna scam, get their money, dip in, dip out, like sort of like Dash Your Face. He was a smart scammer. He got his money. He got the heck up out of here. he even let y'all in him, or he had the common sense to come back to somebody else. But she's so stupid. She don't know when to quit. Uh, I used to feel sorry for her. I don't anymore, especially after today. Hey, Jordan, Carter is very baby Carter. I respect Carter for what he's doing and why he going so hard. I just feel bad sometimes for the people that he do go hard on because he don't let up, you know. But so far, I can see about him, the boy ain't lying. So I mean, ain't like he's sitting here lying on nothing. Maybe he's not getting his information the right way, but hey, it's still information. It's still valid. And he sort of does it to where he's embarrassing people, and I'm only assuming doing it so maybe they would stop as to why he embarrasses them the way he does. So maybe that's a form of him trying to get them to just leave and just stop. And he do it quite well, by the way. um, Brutal is a better word, right? Yeah, and I respect him for what he did, what he does. The only thing I can say I probably didn't agree with Carter was when he called that boy apartment complex. I don't think I would have did that. I think maybe that probably took it just a little too far. But because if he's doing it wrong, you could tell the government if you want to. You could tell the other people. I don't know if I would have called it kind of because now you messing with him having a place to stay. We already know the boy ain't stable, so I don't know if I would have. I don't think I would have went that far. I know he was that kid in high school that was roasting me. Right, right. He probably was. He was that one. You didn't want him to get into no contest, or what we used to call it, either roasting or ranking. You don't want him getting no ranking contest. But you know what? My little dumb behind. I probably would have tried to get with him. Like probably would have tried to get with him as far as roasting. You want to roast me, bro? I'm gonna roast you right on back. You hear me? And we probably would have been the best of friends if he was my age and he has that side of him that he does attract a lot of people around him. Um, I would not have wanted to go to high school with Carter and been on his dad's side. See, watch, you can definitely tell at Anna D. Oh, I'm doing good, Jordan. I would not have been going to the hotels. I would have been paying my rent up, drink right, drink, dreaming up the next scheme. I mean, hey, if you're gonna do it, might as well do it right, right? Uh, she needs to be embarrassed, right? She really does. I can't see how. I find it hard how a grown woman, I mean, at some point, even if she did have a disability, unless she was just like on a real low scale of her disability, at some point she should be able to. I mean, because I have a daughter with a disability, and even though she struggled in certain things, she knows right from wrong. And she has a, unless she has no conscience. I mean, because I do know people don't have conscience. But she should be, something should be affecting this woman as to you're wrong for doing this and you need to stop. I can't. I'm all out of excuses for it. I really am. Like, it just is what it is at this point. Can't we stop talking about what you are talking about? It made me mad. Well, Jordan, I believe it probably does. I believe it does. And I'm not trying to upset you on that one. But maybe this conversation, Jordan, at this time is not a good live to be in. And I'm being real with you. Because you're going to hear some things I know that probably is not going to resonate with you. Mm. Yeah, I wouldn't be the reason Dante crashed out. He needs help. Right, right. Now he's a little scary. Dante is a little scary to me, far as, and I don't mean like well, I would be afraid of him because no, never. Mm-mm. But I'm talking about it's scary his situation. He just seems like the type of person that will fly off the freaking deep end when he can't deal with whatever he's dealing with. So for Hannah's sake, I'm sort of nervous when it comes to Hannah if all this crashing around him and don't go the way that he wants it to. She gonna have to deal with a lot. Nothing is affecting her. She is money driven. She loves money. That was talking about that in church today. The love of money is all evil mentally. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Joy, I hope you still ain't. I don't know if you still in here, Jordan, but please take my advice on this. Maybe this is not a session you want to be a part of. This is not the live tonight to be on, honey. Okay. For those that don't know, Jordan is a younger gentleman. He's a teenager, but he does suffer from mental issues as well. So, mental stuff like he got going on, like don't. So that's probably why he don't like this conversation. So I'm gonna say, do not be on this live, Jordan. Um, don't. Yeah, he struggled with some things. Ugh, yeah. Um. Right. So that could be a little touchy. Right. Right. And I don't want him to get offended because I'm talking about some stuff when it comes to DoorDash. But unfortunately, Jordan, yeah, that's just going to be said about her because she's just not right. And it's not that people are picking at her or whatnot, but she's not like she ain't nowhere where you at. You are way better than this person. Um, you're way better. You're a very understanding young man, and this what we're saying about her has absolutely nothing to do with you. Because like I said, I have my daughter. My daughter is autistic and she deals with stuff as well. So I have a soft spot in my heart when it comes to stuff like that. That's I think, and that's kind of why I'm a little trying to be lenient even when it comes to that crazy behind Dodash. Um, but at some point, you just got to accept it for what it is. And so that's why I said I think Carter is her karma. I really do. I think she's crazy, and if she is crazy, she ain't no crazier than anybody else. That woman is just wicked and money hungry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree with that too. I agree with that too. I do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, y'all, I enjoyed this live, y'all, but I gotta get my behind up. Hopefully nobody that does have mental issues or dealing with that was offended by anything that we said concerning this crazy behind Dodash and AKA Kimmy. Um, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Uh, yeah, Jesus, yeah. It's just, oh man, I kind of even feel bad keep talking about it. Now he done said something. Because I don't know whether or not he on this live or not. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this live tonight, y'all. If before you leave out of live, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel to make sure you stay in contact with me. So that way you can keep up with a lot of information and trust and believe. I'm giving it to you, y'all. I'm researching it. If I find out to be wrong, I have no problem. Because like if tonight would have came out that I was wrong about Kimmy, or I said something that was wrong, and she would have just showed me something that contradict anything I'm saying, I was more than willing to apologize to that girl. I have no problem with apologizing to people if I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong in that situation with her. And respectfully to anybody else, it is what it is. But if you want to continue to listen to her, she's still a cool person outside of who I know who she is. The word Damos is keep it Kimmy. It's Dodash, okay? And if you watch my video in the comment section, you will find out all you need to know. Or if you watch this live on a playback, you will see it all for yourself. Dodash is around here acting like other people. Oh yeah, oh, it all came out today. All came out today. Today was a mess. Um, and we got other people and probably watching me just ain't saying nothing who feel like respectfully I'm wrong. Even though all the information and the facts has been presented in front of you, like, well, I mean, you can believe whatever you want to believe. If you want to continue to talk, and I'm not discouraging anybody to talk to her, I'm just saying be careful when you talk to her because the thing is, she's been found out to be a liar. By her own words, she's a liar. If nothing else, she's a liar. Yeah. So it's a lot, Damos. Man, I hate it because y'all, I'm telling y'all, Kimmy was outside of what I was learning about her and following her and watching her on her. If Kimmy wasn't this person, Kimmy was a cool person. Like, man, I was like, you know, and if you even try to come with the sis, I can't believe you didn't have faith in me. All that faith crap, like Dodash. Yeah, Damo. Oh, it's too much to explain. Go back and watch. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you missed this live. But I look forward to right. That's what makes it so hard because I actually like Kimmy. I like Kimmy the persona, whoever she is. I like her. I like what she stood for. I really do. Unfortunately, she's a liar. But it is at this point. But go ahead and hit the like button before y'all go out. Yeah. Thank you so much, all right, y'all. Hit the like button as y'all getting ready to go out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I absolutely everybody be your brothers and your sisters keeper. Definitely, y'all keep God first. We need Him to help us through all these scams. Uh, and as always, toodles. I hear you, Ann.